Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy. Just stopping in with a little message. My spirit guides reminded me of the bloodline curse of generations past, where I believe that I may have broke that generational curse, but there still leaves one more, at least that I'm aware of anyway. So the one that I believe that I freed my ancestors from, right, was actually taking a stand and picking myself as being first in line instead of last. Making a stand and putting down my foot and saying, I'm not going to stand here and wait for you to turn around to remember me, to notice that I'm here. And I pivoted, I turned, and I went home. And home is where I am. And I am free. I am finally free. And I feel so much lighter knowing that I was able to freely pick me and not feel like I was doing somebody wrong by omitting them where they had always been before me. And that was because I thought that, you showed your value through what you were willing to provide or to sacrifice. And that was something that I learned wrong. But it's okay, because there's always time to fix that and make it right. And the second bloodline curse that I am now aware of is, it appears that most times when someone meets a partner and gets involved and then gets married or whatever, that one party leaves their family completely. Like they ghost them. They don't really communicate like they once did. They don't check in. They're like tumbleweed, and they blow in the distance. Like you know that they're there, and you can see them scurrying around in the distance, but they're just nowhere near you. And no matter what you do, the wind never blows your way. So that was my mistake. Also, I'll be very transparent. When my dad held the door open when I was 17 years old and told me sayonara, and I said adios, and I left, right? I did try to go back. I did try to get back into my father's good graces. I always wanted his approval. That is well known. Well known. But what isn't well known is that whether I was freely invited back home, like with my father and my sisters, my first family, or not, it never actually worked out until the very last stage of my dad's life. And I'm glad that he decided that it would be okay to forgive, to speak to me, to let go of any apprehension or burden that either one of us may have carried for 40 odd years. But what I do know is that if I was given a chance to reunite with my first family, I would have. Except what I showed my kids, what I even showed their friends, what I guess I showed the world, was that when I left and I couldn't go back, that I made the best of it and continued forward. But both my children decided at separate points in their life that when they met their significant other, whether it worked out or not, they separated from their first family. And that is a bloodline curse. Following repeated patterns of the past into the present that don't have weight or bearing in the future. It's when you're aware, you begin to realize all of these things. And it could put a turn on your perception, how you perceive things, whether it's internally or externally. It did for me. All I needed to hear was that I do belong here. I was put here for a reason. My whole life I didn't think that I belonged here. I didn't think that there was a reason that I had to suffer through so much torture and torment. But I survived each and every bout sent my way. And I will continue to transmute any negativity into positivity, because I value life. I value me. I value the divine, Mother Earth, Father Son. I value you. And we all need to be able to walk freely, to stop any past patterns, to show the next generation that there is alternative ways that can bring you right back to where you started, with a better version of you. It's like when you put on your Sunday best and you go home. Well, people don't do their Sunday best anymore. I personally believe that you should always look your best. That if you look your best, that you feel the best you can. And when you feel the best you can, you do the best you can. And you continue forward in a positive manner. Maybe it's just me, but I do know that there are some values from the past that never should have been discarded. And if you think that too, that's good. That's really good. Because anything that makes a better version of you is always something worth holding on to. Wanted to say thank you for listening to me, for understanding where my head is right now, which is trying to help everybody break past patterns that just do not work, that have not worked, that lead to lifetimes of karma. We've had enough trials and tribulations. It's time to gather up all those lessons and actually learn from them, so that we don't repeat the bad ones and we only embrace the good ones. And as we do that, we retrain our ego into the version that we are ascending into. Positive, positive. My lovely collective, no matter what it is you do today, may love, peace, joy, positivity, possibility, prosperity, health, awareness, and everything that's positive and high vibrational come your way every single day. You have a good day, my lovely collective. Till the next time, I love you.